Hello everybody, welcome back to Hi-Fi Resale Shop. This is where I tell everybody what sold over the weekend. It is December 15th. My kids keep telling me Christmas is just a few days away, so it's blowing my mind. I don't really have any of my shopping done. I don't know, how about you? Do you have your shopping done? But people are buying things on eBay. This is probably, it'll slow down a little bit here for a week or week and a half. Until they get those gift cards at Christmas, and then they'll probably start popping off again. But we had a really good weekend. We have 31 items to show you today. We had a total of $748 gross on those items. That's including the shipping and the fees and everything on them. I did a little bit of listing last week. Tried to get to some of that. I don't necessarily. We're going to see several of the items that I listed last week that already sold. So we'll go to the bottom of this list and we'll start going through these things. One of the things I noticed that there are some you're going to see a Chicago Bears item in there. So I would suggest, if you're got any Bears stuff in your Dodge pile, I would suggest getting that up, because people are buying it. They're really interested in the Bears right now. The Bears are having a good season, so get that stuff up before it all whimpers out. If it does, I don't know. I don't see them going to the Super Bowl, but they might make it into the playoffs a little ways. But the first item is, and I'm from Chicago, so I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in Bears being anything but doing bad things. So Bears being Bears is what I always say. This is an Amy Grant CD. It's new, sealed, Heart in Motion, Christian music from 1995, $4.99 plus shipping on top. That came from the super big CD buy. If you haven't been watching this channel long enough to know that I bought out a CD store that was kind of a smaller CD store. I bought all of his CDs several years ago, probably 2 years ago. 5,000 CDs, $1 a piece, so I spent $5,000 on it. I've since bought more from him that he's found in his garage. $100 here, $200 here, kind of thing. So in total, I probably spent on that one gentleman probably $6,000 in CDs, I think, probably. And just this year alone, I've sold $7,000 in CDs. That is not counting the previous year and then a part of the year before when I actually got them. So I have definitely made my money back on CDs, and I've kind of become a pseudo expert on what to do with them. So at first I was just listing anything like this $4.99 and up. I don't do that anymore. It's got to be what did I say? It's got to be $11.80 if it's got free shipping on it. So if I'm looking up CDs on eBay and it has calculated shipping on it, it's got to be worth $7. And if it's free shipping, it's got to be worth $11.80 for me to put it up. So I put some CDs up the other day. Let me get to this page really quick. It'll be here. And let me just see what I put these up for. So these prices I'm going to give you are all CDs that are over $7 plus shipping. So this was $8.39, $10.49. La Femme Nikita soundtrack. This other one was a Spanish CD. This hip hop rap CD, Gregory D, $7.69. And you're like, what's with the weird numbers? So it was originally $10.99, and when I put it in, it's $10.99, and then it automatically goes into a sale. So I can't adjust the new stuff that I put in out of the sale. So I always reflect up the price before the sale, so I know how $1 or whatever I need to add to it to get it to come right in at the price I want it to for the sale. Then this KLF CD, which is a good one. This is a pretty good one. This is $23.09 plus shipping on top. That's what it's up for right now. It was $32.99 before the sale got a hold of it. And then I did lots of stuff. So like Voices of the Beehive, these 3 CDs is $13.99. Talia, which is a Latin music thing, it's 4 CDs for $18.89. And this is just the stuff that I did last night. This is Paulina Rubio. 3 CDs for $13.99. And then she had this 2-disc set. It's a CD and a DVD for $9.09. And then this one is a good one too. MC Nas D and DJ Freaky Fred. It's My Cadillac. $29. It was up for $29. Then the sale hit it, and it's down to $20.99. So pretty good on that. So that's like what I did last night. So that's me putting up CDs, what it looks like. Anyway, back to the sale stuff. This is Amy Grant, $4.99 plus shipping on top. The next item, I'll snip this bubble wrap off it just so you can see what it is. It's a, let's see, Jim Bourbon etched short, square, old-fashioned whiskey glass. Sorry about all the noise. Alright, get out of here. Alright, so there you go. It's a Jim Beam glass, square bottom. So for $6.99 plus shipping on top. I'm sure that I got this. I think my parents got this for me in their travels. I don't think I've ever been to the Jim Beam distillery, but I have been to the Jack Daniels distillery a couple of times. Very fun. Very interesting. The next item that's sold. The next item that's sold is this vintage starter Chicago Bulls black and white pullover windbreaker jacket. Man, that's crazy. In the title, it doesn't say what size it is. It is a large. I know that in the left-hand navigation that would come up, but so it looks like this. It's reversible. On the gray side, I'm not going to turn it all the way out, but it's got that Bulls logo on the inside, which is gray, and it's got the NBA logo on that sleeve, and I think starter on this sleeve. The back is just blank. The sides have the zippers on them at the bottom. You know, they can zip. They can zip, right? Zip. Okay, and so this sold for $48.99. Really good find. The next item is a couple of blouses. So this green tee is the brand name. Gray and white tie-dye, unfinished hem at the bottom. Small sweatshirt. This sold for $13.99 plus shipping. And then this one is a Passport brand name, black with tan dots. Sheer blouse, top. Small, $3 plus shipping on top. That's been around a long time, I think. So happy to get it out to a new home. The next item is this little book pamphlet, so it's really thin. It's got some interesting pictures in here. Where's that one? So like some really cool artwork in there. The Manger Mouse and Other Christmas Poems, 1977, Ralph W. Seeger. This sold for $5.50 plus shipping on top. What else? The next thing that sold is this. These coveralls. They're brown. They're vintage. They're from Walls, and they're Zero Zone brown coveralls. It's got somebody's name stitched in the leg. It says Dylan there. It's got distressing at different points. This is a small, size small, and sold for $25 plus shipping on top. The next item that's sold is this AB Logic CD, self-titled, New Wave, 1992, sold for $5.59 plus shipping on top. The next item that's sold is, and I have 3 more of these, it is a St. Louis Cardinals flask, and it's got 4 shot glasses. All have the Cardinal logo on them. It's wrapped in this shrink wrap because the shot glasses just always were trying to fall out of them, so I just kind of did that to keep them together. $11.99 plus shipping on top. I bought these at a TJ Maxx or a Marshall's for $5, so it's not really a great pickup. I had Chiefs ones and Mizzou Tigers ones that they had, and those all sold before any of the Cardinals ones sold. This is the first Cardinals one I've sold, and I have 3 more available. So that sold for $11.99. The next item was a pair of pants. Pant number 278, Ann Taylor, size 10, white relaxed crop pant, sold for $4.29. It's a really strange number for a pant, but anyway, we'll just go with it. Whatever, something may happen, who knows. The next item that sold is this Garbage Pail Kid vinyl figure, loose, named Leaky Lindsay, and it's from 2016, and this sold for $8.39 plus shipping on top. I came out of a storage locker. My mother-in-law gave me a bunch of stuff out of the storage locker, and I didn't pay anything for it. So thank you to her. She keeps giving me stuff that I can sell. So I appreciate that. This is the Bears thing that's old. This is a vintage Reebok NFL Bears blue hoodie, 2XL, drawstring neck and everything. And this sold for $15 plus shipping on top. The next thing that sold was Missouri State Bears, which is in town here in Springfield. Got the logo. Antigua is the tag, and it's a 2XL checkered shirt. It's like a maroon color, which is the Bears color, and it's sold for $17.49. It says I got this at a garage sale for $2 and sold for $17.49. So pretty good return on the investment there. The next item is this blazer jacket kind of thing, Coldwater Creek ivory beige floral long sleeve, size medium, sold for $19. Got it at a golf course garage sale for $2.60. It's a pretty good return on that one. I like selling Coldwater Creek. I like selling Chico's. For the most part, still has condition is always, a factor in it, but I like selling those. They always do well for me. Some people like to cater to like a younger crowd. Those two brands cater to a crowd that's my age and above. So I just know that those people have discretionary income. The one caveat on that is that they're not going to be there all the time, because it always shifts to the younger folks. So, but as people grow, they dress less provocatively, I would say, and that kind of stuff is less provocative. It's more just staples and like classy looking clothes. Anyway, the next thing is another pair of pants. Pant number 0001. So when we started the numbering system, this was the first thing we did. So Lee Legendary skinny mid-rise size 14, new with tags, pant, casual jean. Sold for $25.20. Came from Kiki's Closet, which is a thrift store, like a consignment shop. And we paid $5 for these. And they sold for $25.20. So pretty good return on the investment on that one. The next item are quantity two, vintage American Airlines Junior Wings. There's a lot of 10 of them, so there's 2 lots. And these sold 2 lots together because they asked for a special price. $36 plus shipping on top of that. And these, I just did a bunch of airline stuff. And I still have some more stuff to do, like clothes and stuff. But airline stuff from a clean out that I did way back in Chicago. So clean outs from Chicago still paying off today. So that is cool. There is still one of those available. American Airlines Junior Air Wings, plastic lapel pin, lot of 10 available. The next item is another jacket. Okay, so this is a 1980s Nike gray with blue medium long sleeve track jacket, track top. There you go. Got the Nike logo. You got the old Nike tag on there. It's fading. And this sold for $10 plus shipping on top. The next item that sold is a sweater. Sweaters are doing pretty good right now. Selling sweaters all the time. This sweater is an Orvis sweater. It is an extra small, so not really a great size. It's new. Long sleeve, really soft blue. So for $10 plus shipping on top. This came from the Owl liquidation auction, and I got each item in that liquidation for $1. So this was $1. Sold it for 10. The next item that sold is this Livergy navy blue removable hooded puffer sleeveless vest, large. Livergy, that's the tag. This sold for, it might be vintage, I'm not sure, but like 90s vintage, but this sold for $14.99. I didn't put that in the title, but $14.99 plus shipping on top. Let's see here. The next item, thankful for the person who bought these, but it might be too late for these. I don't know. Hallmark mahogany Christmas cards, 2 packages. This one on the front says, "Fireside is blazing bright and we're playing spades through the night." And I'll open it up for the other one. The other one has a different saying on it. This came from the Owl auction as well, the liquidation thing. And Holiday Sleigh is the other one. These sold for $8 plus shipping on top. Let's see here. The next item. I put these up last week. I think they have been up like 4 or 5 days. These are Pepe jeans from, I don't know, around 2000, Y2K. Hip hop blue jeans. They have all this stuff on the side. They have these patches and stuff on them. It's got this extra stitching on here. It's this Pepe jeans there. The back is the same. It's got stuff on the pockets. It's got stuff going down the leg and everything. And the title reads Pepe Jeans 2000, because we're just trying to get an era on there. Y2K hip hop blue patch and graphic denim jean pant, 31.32. This sold for $27.99. I saw these in a bin of back stock, death pile, whatever you want to call it. And I was like, I gotta do this bin. These are gonna sell. And then right below it were the next thing that sold. So, and to different people, but in order of things selling, they were one after the other. So that's crazy. These are Rockaware Original Fit 2000 Y2K black baggy denim jeans pants, 36/32 camo accent. So it's got these camo here in the pockets. You got the Rockaware tag. Pretty normal. You get down to the bottom, and the actual back has this camo pattern on it. The front doesn't. The front is pretty much the same. The back, you have the big R on the pocket. You got these camo accents here, and then, like I showed you, you got the little camo accents on the bottom of the leg, pant cuff, and everything. So those sold for $20 plus shipping on top, and the Pepe jeans $27.99 plus shipping. So really good on those. Those both were put up last week, and they sold one right after the other. The next item is something I put up maybe 2 nights ago. and I'll cut it open so you can see it. Okay, so it's a leather belt from Textan, genuine leather, cowhide, red, brown belt. It doesn't have like a pictures on it, it's just a design. Western Cowboy, 40-inch long, no buckle, $14.99 plus shipping on top. The next item that's sold is this shirt. Anne Klein Sport. It's an extra large blouse. It's got these little accents on the shoulder. This is the striped shirt. Sold for $11 plus shipping on top. And that came out of a consignment closet deal. The next thing that's sold is these Avalanche black elastic waist activewear lounge track pants. Large, and they have pockets. Got these at a garage sale for $4 and they sold them for $14. $4 at that sale was probably a little too much, but we still made some money on it. So there's that. The next item that's sold, I'm surprised by this, that's sold, that I was going to have to sell them in a garage sale. This is the first one I've sold of these. It is an aqua plum chrome finish non-metallic kitchen faucet, dual handle for a 3-hole sink. It's new in the package. I have 9 more of these available. I paid $1 for them at the Owl auction, and it sold for $20 plus shipping. Okay, the next item, okay, is this box of Avon watches. It's a lot of 8 of them. They're not working. Tested for parts. Let me spin you around and I'll show you. So that's what that looks like. And that sold for $10 plus shipping on top. And it's already packaged up, pretty much ready to go. So that's cool. I'm going to pause it to go get the Boyd's Bears stuff. 1 second. Okay, so Boyd's Bears telephone tied 5x7 photo frame. It looks like this over here. So for $4.29 plus shipping on top. And then Boyd's Bears Teddy and Ted father and son figure. That sold for $6.99 plus shipping on top. And then the one that just recently sold, which is amazing. Definitely keep your eye out for this CD. I'm just gonna put it in a new case just because they paid so much for it. Shiner, Lula Divina, indie rock pop music from 1997. It's in really good shape. I don't see any scratches on it. And that sold for $80 plus shipping on top. And that's awesome. That sold. So 30 items. Let me just refresh, see if anything else sold while we were sitting here. Something else did sell. So a pair of silver jeans sold while we were sitting here. Jean bag number 0049. Silver jeans Elise straight medium wash jeans pants 30 by 29 mid-rise. Those sold for $24.49. So I'll have to go get those jeans from the storage area. I had somebody messaging me about that doll over there, had a bunch of questions. So whenever I get questions, I will answer them. But I have to make sure I put her back in the storage area, because I find if I don't, then the item never sells. So I'm going to have to return her to the storage area, get those pants, and start shipping all this stuff out. I hope everybody's having a really good sales during this holiday season. Keeping my eye open for that next big purchase of stuff. I have people who are on consignment that I have to pay back, which should be shortly. Be able to do that. I'm excited about that. And then I'm going to figure a way to get out of this, which doesn't necessarily mean not sell those anymore, because what I think I'm going to have to do is I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and buy all of these from the person in a big lot sum, and then just be done with selling consignment for that. I'm really not willing to keep up with this anymore, because it doesn't make me any money, really. Very low dollar stuff. I was looking at it the other day for figuring out my prices on the CDs, when I came up with the calculated shipping. It has to be $7 for me to list it, and if it's got free ship, because a lot of people free ship these CDs, so if that's the case, it's got to be $11.80. It's got to be worth that much. And I figured it out because I wanted to sell. I wanted to make, I think it was $30 an hour. So that means I have to sell 6 CDs in an hour. And I know I'm not selling them that way, but in order to come up with these numbers, you have to do it that way. So 6 CDs in an hour times $5 a piece. Wait, no. What was I thinking? I wanted to make $30 an hour, so to divide that out, okay, so to divide that out, it would have to be 6 times 5, 6 being the number of CDs, 5 being the dollar amount of CDs, to make $30 an hour, and then you add $4.80 on top of it, and then there was some taxes. There was the transaction fees and stuff on top of it. I don't know. I'm not doing the math in my head. It made my head hurt when I did it, and I don't want to do it again. That's why I have it like written down here, so I can just look over to my left and check it, because I don't even want to remember it when I'm trying to list it. And the other thing that's involved in it is that sale that I have going on, that's constantly going on. So the sale is just for optics, for people who are coming into eBay and they're like, oh, this person's stuff is on sale, so let me look through and see if I can find anything. Or, hey, this one's on sale and this one's not on sale. So it's just an optical illusion, I guess you would say. I don't know. Marketing is what they call it, right? So I've been the only other thing that I want to show you are these American Airlines. I don't know if I showed these already, but these are American Airlines tie tack pins. This one's for 35 years, and I got to go to it. I use my diamond tester thing, but I would like to go to somebody and pay them a couple of bucks to tell me that this is a diamond. And then this one is 30 years. So this 30-year one just has the one in the middle, right? It's got that one diamond. This 35-year one, it's got this diamond and then a little one up at the top. I don't know if you can see that. See that little one up in the corner over here? So that's got, another diamond on it. And then this is the retirement one. And it's a cubic zirconium. So, like, they thought really well of you here and here, but by the time you got here, they had changed how they did things. So that is, these are for United Airlines, not American Airlines. So those three things, I just want to take them somewhere. I'm sure they could tell you in a second if it's a diamond or not with the machine that they might have. But I want to do that before I list them. And that's one of the things I have in my fire. Just trying to list things in the periphery of my desk. Stuff that I already have pictures of. To save myself a little bit of time. I got a bunch of suit jackets over there, right there. Those are like women's skirt suits there. And I have like 3 more over there that I have to get done. And I already have pictures of them. So, might as well use the pictures that you already have taken and save yourself some time. Well, that's all I got. Remember to take care of your mailman who's been working for you all year to get your packages to where they need to be. Make sure you take care of those people. They have rules and stuff, but just give them a gift card or something. The ladies at the post office, there's 2 main ladies at the post office. I will get each of them a gift card for helping me throughout the year. One of them has opened up the door after she closed the door so that I could give her my packages. So you gotta treat them great. That way you get it. They treat you nicely in return. I don't know about my mailman because he never does my packages. I just deal directly with the ladies at the post office. So here in a small town, it's just 2 ladies. It's the same 2 ladies all the time. Remember to do that during this holiday season. Take care of the people who took care of you over the course of the year. And then get in your Bible and read your kids the story of Christmas straight out of the Bible. We try and do that every year before we open up presents, just so we remember what this is all about. It's all about Jesus. So remember that, and then when you're out at that estate sale later this week and you find something really cool, remember to give yourself a self high five. See you later.